All students of English should be reading novels other than those prescribed by their school teachers. In these video clips, I'll recommend books that I think that you might enjoy. Remember that for IEB English Home Language students, you should have read 7 additional books by the middle of your matric year. These will be examined orally. Every book that I recommend, I have read myself. Many of you might have watched the hit television series Glee. This book, Struck by Lightning, the Carson Phillips Journal, is written by one of the stars of that show. It's an easy read, which should take you no more than a weekend to finish, making it perfect for relaxation between school tasks and studying for tests. It's described as a comedy drama, which is about right. There's a lot of satire and irony. You'll definitely recognize a lot of the playground politics of your own high school in the pages of this novel. Chris Colfer is something of a Renaissance man, an actor, a singer, a dancer, and a best-selling author. He won a Golden Globe for acting, and he was named by Time magazine as one of the 100 most influential young people in the world, all before his 30th birthday. Not bad for someone who was bullied so badly at high school that he ended up being homeschooled for 2 years. The covers of the novel show something of the plot. A pensive-looking young man is seated on a stool, clutching a journal, as a broken pencil seems to strike his head. The back cover gives us the teaser for this novel. It reads as follows. Life comes at you fast. It hits you and tries to escape and be expressed in any way possible. In a way, it's a lot like lightning. Carson Phillips is at the bottom of the food chain in a high school filled with people he hates, stuck living with his depressed single mother in a small-minded town at the corner of nothing and nowhere. He has just one goal: escape to Northwestern University and a career as a hard-hitting journalist. He can practically smell the ink on the admissions letter when disaster strikes. His guidance counselor tells him that he needs to bolster his application by creating a literary magazine, which means he needs submissions from other students. With 17 years of animosity standing between him and his dreams, Carson resorts to the only thing he can think of: blackmail. After all, desperate times call for desperate measures. And everyone has a secret that they would do anything to hide. Carson Phillips is a high school senior who dreams of one day editing the prestigious New Yorker magazine. He is desperate to study journalism and needs to submit a portfolio of writing to bolster his college application. To do this, he blackmails some of his schoolmates into contributing to his literary journal. You can imagine how much could go wrong in a scenario such as this. The setting is small town USA, a town called Colfer to be precise. In order to get there, Carson Phillips says you go to the corner of nothing and nowhere and make a left. My students in the Northern Cape could give the same directions to some of our towns. The novel is written in journal format. The first page is the first entry from the 30th of September. Have a listen to the first page to see whether this book is suited to your reading tastes. Dear Journal, one more school year with these shitheads and I'll be free. It's taken almost 2 decades of careful planning, but I'm proud to say my overdue departure from the town of Colfer is only days away. 345 days away to be exact, but who's counting? A year from now, I'll be sitting in my dorm room at Northwestern University, taking notes from some overpriced textbook about the history of, something historical. I'll be living off top ramen and gallons of Red Bull. I'll barely be getting 5 hours of sleep a night, and that's only when I don't have to yell at my roommate to turn down his porn. I know it doesn't sound like much to look forward to, but for this college-bound kid, it's paradise. All the suffering, now and later, is for a much bigger picture. Chris Colfer has written many books, mainly for younger readers. For high school pupils, I can recommend Stranger Than Fan Fiction, in which a young TV star undertakes a road trip with one of his fans. I do hope that you'll find a book that you'll want to read after watching one of these videos. Please subscribe to the Mrs. M Teaches English YouTube channel so that you receive notifications as soon as I post new recommendations. If you have come across a book that you've enjoyed, let me know and I'll see if I can make a video to recommend it. Until then, keep on reading.